What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Milwaukee Brewers versus Arizona Diamondbacks Major League Baseball matchup going down Tuesday, August 26, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. Great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up for the week ahead. WNBA, MLB, Week 1 college football action. And for me right now, my Major League Baseball pickoff play, my play of the day is on an absolute heater. 17-4 in our last 21 entering Monday. 34-15 in our last 49 Major League Baseball best bets overall entering Monday. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. But let's get to this one between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. For the Milwaukee Brewers, it's Jacob Misiorowski listed as the starter in this one, while the Arizona Diamondbacks will counter with Brandon Pfaadt. And, the thing about, Misiorowski is that he has some top shelf, I almost said top shelf stuff, top tier. And he's shown that. The problem for Misiorowski, though, is that his last three starts, once again, have been a little bit troublesome. Pair of starts against the Chicago Cubs and a rough start at Great American. Gave up a combined 11 runs, 10 earned across 9 1/3 innings of work. He did have a total of 15 strikeouts, but also issued 8 walks in those 3 starts. And what happens is, I've watched all those starts from Jacob Misiorowski. Gets himself in trouble early with the pitch count getting up there. The pitch count gets up, the base runners are on base, and eventually they cash in. Sometimes he does a good job of limiting the damage, but other times he'll put his team behind the 8 ball. And he did that against the Chicago Cubs. Lost that game 4-3. Did it against the Cincinnati Reds. And, it was, just like I said, an unfortunate start for Misiorowski, but the Brewers ended up rallying to beat him, beat the Cincinnati Reds 10-8, behind it, basically getting to Nick Martinez. Now, you're not going to have the luxury of facing Nick Martinez every single start, but I still think Misiorowski, there's still some time for him to sort of round out his game and sort of harness it and get it back together. And I don't know if the Arizona Diamondbacks are a great team to do that against, because this is still an Arizona team that has still been playing fairly well, despite shipping away pieces at the trade deadline like Suarez, Naylor, even Randall Grichuk. And they've been able to put some wins together. Now, they haven't necessarily been at their best on the road, but I still think they can get some runs off of Misiorowski here, maybe get to him early, especially if the Brewers are watching his pitch count. On the other side, I think you see the Milwaukee Brewers get to Brandon Pfaadt, who in his last 2 road starts has allowed a combined 11 runs on 19 hits over 10 2/3 against the Rockies and the Tigers. And the Milwaukee Brewers, you look at their numbers against against righties in the last 2 weeks. This is a Brewers lineup that still has respectable numbers, 259 batting average, isolated power numbers just outside the top 10, team OPS numbers inside the top 10, 20% strikeout rate, which is not all that high, and an 11.8% walk rate is the second highest in baseball. So, for me, I think Brandon Pfaadt gets hit. I think Misiorowski gives up a few runs. I think the total of 8 is just too low in this game. I think you're going to have some runs scored here, especially after the bullpens have their say. So I'm going to roll with the over between the Diamondbacks and the Brewers, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.